Uruguay sack manager Oscar Tabarez after 15 years in role. Uruguay have sacked Oscar Tabarez after 15 years in charge of the national side. His dismissal comes having lost their last 4 games in their World Cup qualifying group, which has left them with a tough fight to make Qatar 2022. Tabarez's last game in charge saw Luis Suarez and Cole lose 3-0 to 10-man Bolivia, leaving them 3 places below the automatic qualifying positions. The 74-year-old holds the world record for most games in charge of one national team, with the defeat away to Bolivia being his 224th game in charge. A statement from the Uruguayan Football Association, OFF, read, "The OFF Executive Committee informs that it has resolved to terminate the contract of Mr. Oscar Tabarez and other members of the coaching staff of the senior national team. We emphatically express that this decision does not ignore the important contribution of Tabarez to Uruguayan soccer. We salute and acknowledge the fundamental sporting achievements obtained in these 15 years, which once again placed Uruguay at the top of world football. We express our respect and appreciation for the professionalism and dedication he showed during his time in charge and the immeasurable legacy that this fruitful period leaves in the history of the national team. The OFF Executive Committee has made this difficult decision under present circumstances, committed to the near future and obtaining the results we all hope for." Tabarez first managed Uruguay from 1988 to 1990, in which his highlight was eliminating a Diego Maradona-inspired Argentina side in the 1989 Copa America, only to lose to Brazil in the final. After 16 years away, in which he managed clubs including AC Milan, Boca Juniors, Cagliari and Real Oviedo, he returned to take charge for a second time in 2006. He guided the country to the semi-finals of the 2010 World Cup, their best performance since winning the tournament in its early days in both 1930 and 1950. Tabarez then led them to Copa America glory in 2011, which was the first time they had won the tournament in 24 years. After failing to win their last 5 games, Uruguay are stuck in 7th spot in the South American qualifying group, 1 point behind 4th and 5th spot with just 4 matches remaining. In the CONMEBOL group stage, the top 4 automatically qualify for the finals, while 5th spot are placed into an intercontinental playoff. There is some comfort for Uruguay, despite their recent form, in the shape of their upcoming opponents. They have already faced both Brazil and Argentina twice, the 2 sides that have already qualified for Qatar, while they do not need to face Ecuador, who look set to secure a 3rd spot. They must face both Peru and Chile, who currently occupy 5th and 6th spots, while their other 2 remaining fixtures come against Venezuela and Paraguay, the 2 sides